How's it going, everybody? My name is Proudbeard, and welcome back into Enderal Forgotten Stories. Now, last time we left off, we were about to replace one of these beer kegs, I think. So we're going to do that. We're over here in the noble quarters. Oops. Okay. So yeah, we're going to try and steal this beer keg. Or replace it with something else, I think. Mead barrel. Do you want to swap the mead barrel with the vinegar barrel? Yes.
Come, give it a try.
Okay.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
What? Who are you? And what do you do with that beautiful barrel?
It's none of your business, Kello. None of your business.
That is nice of you, you know. But I think today is your lucky day. For 50 penny, I will forget what I saw here.
Dude, I think you're going to forget it either way. I don't have that much with me. I think I'll go now. Sorry, but I'm taking my chances. Alright, here's your money, but no tricks, understood? Fine.
Of course not. What do you think? Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Go get yourself more beer. How did you get down here anyways? The gate was locked. Okay. Well, let's go return to Bellino. Alright, here he is. Mr. Belind, the master brewer. I did what you asked.
Wonderful. I can't wait to see what that stupid innkeeper has to say about the Rivervale Ale after tonight. Here's your reward, 40 pennies. And, as promised, a paper that marks you as a shareholder of the brewery. That should keep you motivated to stay silent about this in the meantime.
Oh, cool. Thank you. On second, there was a little incident which cost me 50 pennies. You should compensate me for that. Look, you got what you wanted. Isn't that worth a couple more pennies?
Alright.
Nice.
I suppose you're right. Here's a little extra.
Thank you.
But just be more careful in the future.
Yes, sir. 90 pennies. Okay. Shareholder certificate, Brewery of Arc added to inventory. What do I do with that? Was that probably with the banking stuff? I don't know. Well, cool. Okay, but yeah, so between last episode and this episode, I had some comments kind of tell me about certain things, and we're going to try to change up the combat quite a little bit. We're going to try to, at least. I don't know. So I kind of looked through what I have. I'm going to try to use Death Spark, potentially, some. And maybe something with Winter Skin. That sounds kind of cool. I don't know. We'll just kind of play around with it a little bit. But also, between last episode and this episode, I went and got all the ingredients to craft a certain talisman that I think I can summon him here. Oops. Oh. Yes, I can. There you go. I have a tormented soul, which is kind of cool. I don't really know what it's got. An Eternal War Axe, Shield of Destroyer, Quarius of the Righteous Path, Eternal Gauntlets, Eternal Boots. Okay, so he is a warrior, and I think I was going to make him like a two-handed warrior person. Okay, so change of plans. Apparently I need a bunch more resources to actually equip them with other different things. So I might have to do that gathering off screen again at some point to end up changing him. So we'll probably have that ready to go by the next episode. Fingers
A
crossed.
sunchild,
But
huh?
in the meantime,
Word
of while I was
advice,
doing that,
don't go
I am-
sauntering about dark alleys down here, and watch your pockets.
I am talking. Do you mind? Thank you. Okay. But yes, so I have now this one. So we've now waited a day. We're still waiting for Esme. We are also waiting for Thariel for his time to prepare. But let's go talk to Taylor Aranthiel to explain the recent events. Let's go see what he's got to say. What the fuck was that? I thought that was like some kind of animal coming at me. That scared me. Sorry about that.
Oh, there you are. Did you find it?
Yes, here. But be careful, okay? Magister Ragon will have us flayed alive if we lose it.
I will. Don't worry. Did you hear the news? This guy, who's been wandering around the temple most recently? Lucar told me the Grandmaster believes he could help find a cure for this red madness.
The Red
Are you talking about me?
You mean...
Magister Yarrow, yes.
By Malthus, did you really need to remind me of that?
Well, it doesn't help to just close our eyes and pretend nothing ever happened. Even the Arcanists say this is not an ordinary disease. But still, I think they're holding back. They never trust us novices with the full truth, you know. I guess we're not as good as this Outlander or Keeper Sakarish.
Probably not. Anyway, take care of that tome, alright?
I will. Walk blessed, brother.
So this is a cool scenario here, because I do now remember walking in here a few times and they're having different dialogue the whole time. Like there's just different things going on. So it's like there's a little mini story. So he gave her a tomb of some kind. A tome. So we'll kind of keep a note of that.
The fabled prodigy.
Going this way.
I hope you can live up to that.
Into the sanctum. Alright, Sir Aranthiel. Where are you? How do I get to you? This place is like a maze. Going up. Here we go.
Walk blessed.
You good, Kalia? You just doing your thing? Okay. Should I talk to you?
Yes?
That's all the same stuff. Okay, sorry. Let's go. I have arrived.
This is too dangerous, whatever they want here. If we send spies and they get caught, Nerim will see this as a provocation.
Poor, poor people. All they did was invade a foreign country.
hey.
And look how ruthless we are, sending spies in order to find out why they're here. We should be ashamed.
Save the sarcasm. We both know what I mean. You know my opinion, Tila.
I will consider it. You come at the right time, Prophet. Commander, explain the situation.
Of course, Grandmaster. Yesterday, we received word from one of our outposts in Duneville. One of the fishermen there saw warships anchoring on an island some miles from shore. And they bear the Nerimese flag.
We have already sent scouts to confirm this, and it is true. The Nerimese have invaded our land.
Uh-oh. But this is an act of war. Why would they do this?
We have a suspicion. I suppose you know that the civil war in Nerim has ended 2 months ago. And who won it?
I don't know. Who?
The combined forces of the Northern and the Middle Realm, led by Taranor Korek of Kabait. The Southern rebels and the remnants of the Creator's Temple have been destroyed, once and for all. Now Nerim has been united under the banner of the Free People of Nerim, how they like to call themselves, and this could be the reason for these warships.
But why? Why would Nerim risk another war after having just ended one?
Because of this Koarek.
It is said that he helped Narathzul Aranthiel shortly before the Lightborn were slain. And while before that, He was an opportunist who changed his ideals as often as his underpants. It seems that his crusade with Narathzul converted him, so to speak. He has become a declared enemy of religion.
He also thinks of the death of the gods as the first step of many. And now he sees it his task to rid Vin of religion once and for all. Free the world from the scourge of faith. These are his words.
Though it is worth mentioning that his understanding of freeing includes mass executions and the burning down of temples. He's a fanatic, and worse, his men worship him for it. What he wants is to found a new world, and his free people of Nerim are supposed to be vanguard of it.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing your order once stood for? What else are there to know?
Well, with the small but subtle difference that it was Narazul's vision to restore the human right of self-determination, and not to obliterate every kind of superstition or spirituality. Rena Shalom, Prophet. I greet you.
A way of thinking can be beaten out of someone's head with just enough violence. The only thing that does is radicalize. Though a world without religion would be a better one, that's without doubt.
Nonsense. The people need a higher power that guides them. You can see what chaos the death of the Lightborn brought on the world, and without your orders doing, all this would never have happened.
Of course. Where were we?
And let me guess, you suspect that Korak is here because the Enderalians still believe the gods are alive, correct?
Correct. Rena Shalom, Prophet.
What Korak doesn't understand is that we're doing this to prevent a crisis.
Sure, yeah. And simply telling the common people the truth is out of the question.
Not before the High Ones have been stopped. The civil war on Kile, Nerim, and Arazial shows what chaos such a revelation can cause. And we will not take this risk.
And what if we explain our motivations to Korak? Maybe we can even help us fight the cycle.
That is the problem. Pigast?
We believe that Korak already knows about the cycle and the cleansing. And that he, how should I put it, wants it to happen.
Oh, that's not good. We were talking about something that could mean the end of all life, right?
Well, I know how strange this sounds, but in a way it makes sense. For him, Enderal as the home of the Holy Order is the epitome of ignorance and stagnation. And we suppose he even knows that we are fighting these High Ones. But in his eyes, everything a paragon of the Old Order tries to prevent from happening must be something good. Maybe he even sees the High Ones as prophets of his new era. Who knows? Fanatics are unpredictable.
Right now, this is only an assumption, but we have to know.
Yeah. In other words, we need a spy.
Yes. Do you know what a silver plate is?
Is that a rhetorical question? If you're talking about the relics from Artwin, yes. I've read about them. A plate made of silver.
The ones I'm talking about are more.
Yeah.
They are relics from Arctvent.
Sure.
What makes them unique is their power to transfer sound. Every plate has a counterpart, and if someone standing near one plate says something, the one standing near the other one hears it too.
Oh.
Our plan is to place 2 of the plates in their camp. That way we can sound them out without risk.
It's a walkie-talkie. And you want me to do this placing, don't you?
You, Firespark, and the mercenary, Dalvarek. However, you cannot travel to the island by ship. That would be too conspicuous.
We found out that the Pyreans had some kind of underground transporting system. Undertrains, that's what they called them.
Oh.
These trains connected the most important regions of the realm with each other, and thus probably also the temple on the island where Korek's ships set anchor. If we can manage to find one of these trains, we could use them to get right to his camp. And, as it happens, we have information about a Pyrean temple in the Crystal Forest. One that is still intact enough for us to find a way into one of these trains.
Okay.
The Living Temple.
That's how you call it, yes.
Oh, I came across that, didn't I?
But enough of the chit-chat.
I was up in the
First of
mountain.
all, we need to find the gem that is used to open the gate of the temple. And I have a guess where we could find it.
Yeah?
A village called Fogville.
I've been there.
Not far from the Whisperwood.
Uh-huh. Good. When do we set out?
As soon as possible. Joseph the mercenary has already traveled to Fogville, and you should do the same.
I will.
I will meet you there.
Okay.
So we are talking about accomplished facts, or what?
It is the only way.
Into the
I'm sorry, Matara. Prophet, I'm counting on you.
Yes.
Find out why Koarek is here.
You can count on me. And the tormented soul. Okay. Was Fogville one of those places that I could teleport to? What had my scrolls? Maybe. I'm gonna go check. I might be able to. If not, then I will see you guys in Fogville in a moment. Alright, here we are, back in Fogville. It has been quite a while since we've been here.
Blasted blistering blazes!
What?
the heck took you so long?
What do you mean?
We've been waiting for ages.
It was like 5 minutes.
But you only just...
What matters now is that we find the gem that opens the temple doors. You two take care of that. I'll go ahead to the temple and inspect the gate. Any questions? No? Then beat it.
It helps to know what something looks like if you're supposed to find it. At least that's what I've been told.
I already told you that. A small red gem. If it's around here somewhere, and I'm quite certain it is, you should maybe search for it at the village treasury. Now get going. I'll see you at the temple.
Okay.
Well then, let's start our glorious search, shall we? I suggest you take a look at the town hall. I'll check out the temple. Just call me if you find something.
Can do. Into the town hall. Oops. Get him! Okay. So he can kind of hold his own a little bit. Oh, it's like, okay, I got it. Ow! Holy cow, this place is booby trapped. Holy, that was insane. Okay, well, we made it through. Where's my... This one. Cool. I also... Oops, that's not the right button. So I'm going to put Death Spark on one, and I did unlock Thunderclap. Oh, but I need both hands. Okay. So we're going to use Thunderclap. I don't know what it's like. I know it's the mythical one. I'm pretty excited to use it. I should have just used it right off the gate here anyways, but that's okay. I'm sure there'll be other enemies to fight. A master. Okay. That was easy. Some books. No. No. Town Hall Cellar. Let's go. Are there any baddies down here? It's very quiet. Hello? So the door to get into this place was a master lock, but this is just an apprentice lock? Sigil of the Living Temple. Nah, that can't be it, right? There's no way that's the one I'm looking for. Well, I was expecting a lot more baddies to kind of be in my way, but that's okay. Jaspar, I have acquired, I think, what we were looking for. Oh goodness. Oh. Okay. Nice.
What? Haven't had enough yet?
Nope, I haven't.
You wish.
Oh, they can cancel. Where's my boy at? Stop. Okay, that's the that seems to be the downside, isn't it? I get interrupted. He's not attacking. Good lord. That's insane. That's a little hard to use though. That'll be reserved for probably bosses and stuff. That's funny. I like that a lot. But we'll still go to Death Spark and maybe... Is Winterskin a skip? It is, okay. We'll go Death Spark, maybe Firebolt for now? I don't know. Is Death Spark a... Okay. Jaspar, I found it.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Any luck?
Uh-huh. At least I think so.
Let me see.
Here you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Great.
Then I guess that means off to the temple. You ready?
Uh-huh. What's the story about that scar of yours? What an odd time to ask that question.
The scar. Well, let's put it this way. If you one day end up in a Talgalean tavern and two 6-foot-tall Arazalian women invite you into their room, you should either damn well know who they are or make a run for it.
Okay. Targul?
Never heard of it? It's the capital of Araziel.
Okay.
At least if you ask the civilized people.
Makes sense. Let me guess. You did neither.
Hands up. Guilty. Some rich snob had hired me back then to bring him a totem from one of the camps of the Free People. That is, the Arazelians who worship their ancestors' gods, instead of the Lightborn, and live as nomads. No idea how much you know about Araziel, but the Free People have been in conflict with the civilized people, who do worship the Lightborn for centuries now. Assassinations, blood feuds, and so on. The usual if two sides both believe they know it all better. Anyway, obviously this job of mine originated from that feud. The totem belonged to a free tribe, and the snob wanted it in order to publicly defile it. So I got it for him.
Nice. And I guess those two Arazelian women were of the Free People.
Correct. And I was a little drunk and a little lonely, if you get what I mean. Have you ever seen a pure-blooded Arazelian woman in her 20s?
No.
It's really hard to say no to that.
Okay.
In any case, as you already noticed, the whole thing went down differently than expected. My face made acquaintances with a table leg and 4 absolutely untender women's feet and hands. And of course the totem was gone, together with all my clothing and money. I guess I had that coming somehow.
Sure.
That's what happens if you ask your loins rather than your head in the wrong situations.
Fair enough. Is it just me? Or does Jaspar's face... Is he looking a little sick? Or has he always had those cheekbones like that? I don't remember them being so... I guess noticeable, I guess is just the thing. I don't remember him looking that way. It wasn't even that long ago when we saw him. Mind if I think this is funny? Well, hard luck, I guess. Getting drunk on a mission. I think it's funny.
Oh, whoa, such a cold world this is.
Yes.
I present you my deepest scars, you thank me with naught but mockery.
Yep.
Be damned, oh impish creature. But anyway, how does the saying go? A truly beautiful face can never be tarnished.
There you go. Look on the bright side. Nothing more attractive than a modest man. Good to see it hasn't cost you your modesty.
Facts remain facts.
Okay.
Good. Then lead the way.
I will lead the way. Let's roll. We go get Constantine. travel together with Jaspar. Where are we going? Oh, we're going all the way up there. Okay, I see. Oh, that's a bit of a trek. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys there. Gotta talk with
And
Jaspar.
that's it. The Crystal Forest. Beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
The temple should just be a few miles up the hill.
Okay. Commander Aaron called the Temple of the Living. Why is that?
Oh, it's an old legend. Apparently this temple has some kind of consciousness, so to speak. That's also the reason for the weird vegetation around here.
That's fair.
Yep.
Let's get going. Yeah, I will admit, when I first came into the Crystal Forest here, I thought that was really cool. It's such a cool concept. The tree leaves are purple, the crystals are purple, kind of darker in general. It's a very cool environment. Again, Skyrim could never. Oh, what's up? Oh. Okay. Death Spark doesn't really seem to do much, but that's okay. Okay. Unfortunately, it drains my health when I use it too. And when you're fighting something that doesn't have a body to take away health from, I just don't have anything to heal with. So I kind of refuse to use potions at this point. There's no reason to. Well, although it doesn't take a lot of my health away, actually. Oops, sorry, Jaspar. Jeez. Well, it didn't get it. Hold on. There we go. Just let them do the work. Okay. Here we are. The Living Temple. What's up, Constantine?
Well, well, that was quicker than expected. Did you find the gem?
I think so. Yes. Yes, I did.
Show me. Well, I'll be damned, that's the one.
Good.
Then I suppose it's time for me to tell you some things about the temple.
Okay.
Maybe you've already heard the Enderalian legend about this place. It's said that this temple is alive, and that the entire forest is some kind of sensory organ of it. Heareth his whispers, sung from the trees, dreadeth his gaze, blah blah blah, you get the idea. Though most folk legends are superstitious nonsense, this one has a true core. The temple does indeed have a consciousness of some sort. That has, however, less to do with some suicidal lover's tragic fates, but with a Pyrean defense mechanism. The Stone Heart.
The Stone Heart? How does that work?
It works because the Pyreans found a way to conjoin something immaterial with a human soul. That doesn't need to be a building like it is here. It can also be a sword or an amulet. The bound ones, as those whose consciousness was transferred,
Phantasm?
were called, suffered atrocious pain during the ritual, but when it worked, they practically achieved immortality.
Well, that's consoling.
It's a terrible fate, yes, but we all know that with the right religious blathering, humans can be convinced to do just about anything.
Sure, that makes sense.
However, don't get the wrong idea.
Yeah?
These bindings were unusual. Not every Pyrean had a relative living in his frying pan, so to speak. Only a very few Arcanists, mainly those of the Ishian caste, were able to perform them. In other words, bound places or objects were extremely rare. This temple is one of them.
So in other words, there's a Pyrian consciousness resting in that temple.
I doubt that it's resting, witnessing the downfall of one's own civilization, and since then being forced to hang around in an extinct world hardly has a positive effect on one's sanity.
That's
but
fair.
We'll see. Go ahead. Put the gem in the socket over there.
Okay. Socket over here. Oh. Oh, that's so cool.
I'll be damned.
Investigate
Perfect.
the temple.
Then let's go, and keep your weapons ready. The Undertrain will be the lowest level of the temple. At least, if Lushishi's theories are true.
Jaspar, you good? You coming? Oh, so cool. So cool. Okay, here we go. The Living Temple.
One question, Meister Firespark.
Yeah?
Why me?
Why what?
This is the third time that you've hired me, and my pay isn't exactly humble. Why?
What do you want to hear? A love song? You're a drunkard and a scrounger. But you do your work, and you do it good. The day I put my faith in one of these god's lambs will be the day I dance naked through the upper city, singing hymns of praise to the Lightborn. I'd like to see that. I'm sure you would. Now shut your mouth. Our entrance was everything but subtle.
Okay. This place is cool. Look at that. It's so neat. Oh, got a giant. Got him. Who's next? This guy is. I missed. There we go. Okay. Oh, Jaspar is like almost dead. Good, bro. Did you guys fight? There we go. I actually want to give something a try. Do I have go to entropy. Let's do mystical sword on my left hand. I just want to see if it's anything that is better. I don't know. I know at the very beginning of the playthrough I was like, yeah, we're gonna do like a spell sword thing where I have a sword in one hand and magic in the other. But it was just kind of hard to do that at that point. But now that I'm a little bit OP, as they say, I might give it a try. Okay.
A junction. Seems that we have to... wait a moment. There's something written here.
Okay.
Chuijara nem Yoresa nem kan tila Bayara. Interesting.
Yes?
I'm translating. Lashery could do a better job with that. Age takes its toll, I suppose, but I think that means something like The warrior, the wise man, and the dark one together wield the light. Ah, and look at the inscription above the doorways. Chuijara, Hjoresa, Gandila. The warrior, the wise man, and the dark one.
Sounds to me that there's something we need at the end of each of these tunnels to go further. To the light, whatever that is.
Have to split up.
Brilliant deduction. That means we have to split up.
Yep.
Do you see the pressure plates in front of the doors? To me, it looks as if each of us has to stand on one to open the gates. I should take the path of the wise man. What about you, Joseph?
The warrior?
Good. That leaves you the path of the dark one. Off we go then. We'll meet again at the light. Come on, step on the pressure plates.
Okie dokie. Don't like that I'm the dark one.
Mine too. Then let's go.